Welcome to the course on Structured Query Language, or SQL. In this course, you will learn what a relational database is, what SQL is, and how to use SQL to interact with relational databases. By the end, you'll be able to query, maintain, and define relational databases using SQL. A relational database is a collection of data stored in tables. Each table consists of columns and rows. Table names must be unique, columns are identified by name, and rows are identified by their contents. For example, a person's table might store information about people, and a country's table might store information about countries. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. It is the most popular database language used to query, maintain, and define relational databases. SQL was developed by IBM in the 1970s and has become an international standard, though there are many dialects. The SQL language is composed of 6 basic statement types: select, insert, update, delete, create, and drop. These can be grouped into 3 categories: query, select, maintenance, insert, update, delete, and definition, create, drop. A SQL statement is made up of clauses, keywords, and parameters. Clauses are named after their initial words, keywords are reserved words, and parameters are the variable parts you fill in. For example, select columns from table where condition. The simplest SQL query displays all columns and rows from a table. Use select, from table, name. The asterisk means all columns, and the table name is specified in the from clause. To select specific columns, list them in the select clause, separated by commas. The columns will appear in the order listed. For example, select column known, columned to from table, name. Rows are selected based on values using the where clause. Comparisons use operators like eq, Paul, and pull. For example, select from table, name where column equals value. To sort the result rows, use the order by clause at the end of your query. You can specify column names or positions and use desk for descending order. Example, select from table, name order by column desk. Use the distinct keyword in the select clause to eliminate duplicate rows from the result. Distinct can only be used once per query and applies to all columns listed. SQL provides advanced operators for more complex queries. Like is used for pattern matching, and or combined comparisons. Between checks if a value is within a range, in checks if a value is in a list. Is null checks for missing values. Parentheses are used to control the order of evaluation in SQL comparisons. The not keyword negates a comparison, reversing its result. Use parentheses to group conditions and clarify logic. SQL allows arithmetic expressions in queries. You can use operators like jion and. Expressions can appear in select, where, and order by clauses. Use the as keyword to assign column aliases for calculated columns. SQL provides statistical functions like count, sum, min, max, and AVG. Use group by to calculate subtotals for groups of rows. The having clause filters groups based on function results. SQL can combine data from multiple tables using joins. Specify multiple tables in the from clause and join conditions in the where clause. Table aliases can simplify queries. Use union to combine results from similar queries, removing duplicates. SQL supports subqueries, or queries, within queries. Single-valued subqueries return one value, multi-valued subqueries return a list, and correlated subqueries reference the outer query. Subqueries are used in where, in, and other clauses. SQL allows you to insert new rows, insert, update existing rows, update, and delete rows, delete. Transactions group multiple operations together. Use comma to save changes and rollback to undo them. SQL can define new database objects such as tables, indices, and views. Use create to add new objects and drop to remove them. Integrity constraints ensure data validity, and loading tables populates them with data.